I just zoned out. I'm sorry.
We're just making faces.
Bro, I just straight zoned out. I'm not gonna
Unless
lie.
Kev's
I don't know
frozen.
why or what. Dev's not frozen. He's just being a goof.
Yeah, okay.
I can see him moving.
Shut up. No, I can't. I was like, I wonder if I can convince him.
Bruh, you're such a nerd.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Already Distracted Podcast with me, Dev, Taylor, and Nate. Once again.
It's always been so long.
Yeah, we
In my defense, it was my birthday last week when we normally record, so I was not home.
Yeah, it worked out because I got behind too. So,
And
we're
I'm
back.
Not home either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for on my screen at least, that man was in another state as well, so just wasn't gonna woke.
Yeah, but
that's okay.
returned. We returned. And today we got a fun, not really a juicy topic, but I think an interesting one. I think we've kind of done something similar to this in the past, but I figured why not do a round two? So this episode, crazy, wacky, and interesting inventions.
Woo! Confetti.
That was the saddest excitement I've ever. There it goes.
Is.
There's the hearts.
Yeah, at least you can love yourself.
I don't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna
This will
go.
be fun. No, you said you got this idea because of one you found?
So what inspired me to do this? Full disclosure to everybody. I love the Fat Electrician, okay? And he found out the full story of how this first thing we're going to talk about, to get it out of the way so we can get into the more wacky stuff, because I have a wacky one I found after that's, don't know how it was ever illegal. But he made a video on Coca-Cola.
With cocaine? I mean,
One of
Romaine?
Don't you worry, we are gonna get there. We're gonna get there to the schmopane, the booger sugar, white girl. I don't remember the other slangs I've heard for it, but all of those.
Like, these are all brand new to me. Like, how does he know these?
Booger sugar.
never question how Devin knows things. Just don't.
I don't know, man.
Because then you get a
I'm
feed on Instagram that gets ruined.
Graduate. I don't know this stuff.
I've ruined Taylor's Instagram feed and yours now, probably too. Yep, there he goes. All right, Nate, so you ready to talk about Coca-Cola?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So everyone knows what Coca-Cola is. It's like one of the biggest brands, probably, if not the biggest brand on the planet. Like, it's everywhere. It's all over.
It's in your blood.
Literally, because I just had a Coke, actually, earlier.
Oh,
so,
sweet.
yeah.
So
Literally
do I.
and
I hate
figuratively.
Coke, so
What
Nate's
is your
never
favorite
forgiven
soda?
me for that.
Isn't
What's
yours
my
Dr.
favorite
Pepper?
soda? Depends on the day. Dr. Pepper's usually my go-to, but Voltage is probably. I don't get it as often, but it's probably my favorite flavor of soda.
Voltage is good. You know what I miss? I miss the Whiteout Mountain Dew. That was so good. Oh,
Eh.
But I
always
love the
take Baja
Voltage.
Blast over
Sorry,
it.
I mixed up the white out.
Blast.
Hey, Dev, want to go to Taco Bell this week?
Sure. I'm
I
down.
wanna go to Taco Bell this week.
Well, fly out while me and Dev are on our lunch breaks.
We just have Nate on FaceTime or here be like, all right, we're walking to
yeah.
Taco Bell.
We'll text you when we're going to lunch, and we'll FaceTime, and you can go to your local Taco Bell.
Perfect.
We buy a taco. We buy a taco for you, and it just comes back as a taco emoji. That's all you get.
He can order his own food. It's all good. Gav will probably, usually. Me and him usually go to lunch at least once
Or
over
I'll
the
just
breaks.
give
so.
you guys my order and you can enjoy it. How's that?
I don't hate that idea.
Extra
I
Taco
do
Bell.
not hate that idea.
Eh,
Extra
fair
Taco
enough.
Bell. So Taylor already kind of touched on it. Obviously, Coca-Cola. There's a little something to do with yeah, that. But what do you guys actually know about Coca-Cola? Like how it was created, what it was originally meant to be.
I know that the
was
Mexican Coca-Cola is much better than normal Coca-Cola because they use actual cane sugar.
I agree.
That actually tastes not like butthole.
I agree.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Pure
Coca-Cola
sugar.
doesn't taste that bad. To me, it's more of a wet cardboard taste.
It
that's
doesn't.
all.
But you're making bubbles sound good.
Congratulations.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Headphones about flew off my head on that one.
To answer Dev's question,
There it is.
You want me to leave? I can do
I
that
think
again.
like prescription. That's about as all as I know.
Close enough. Yeah, it was originally a medicinal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yeah, and it's actually a lot older than I thought it was. Technically, Coca-Cola actually dates back to like the Civil War. Did you know that?
I think
I
so.
feel like I did. Yeah.
So
don't
it was
know why.
originally created by John Pemberton, a Confederate States Army veteran who sought a pain relief solution after becoming addicted to morphine because he got stabbed with a saber during the war.
Where is my?
Classic.
Never
Civil
mind.
War stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm having a mad ADHD night tonight.
You have an
I will
ADHD moment.
try to control it. No, I've been having one since we started recording.
I have two since we got back from that place, which shout out Dreamwalk Park. If you live in Utah, please go to that. It is so cool. Please
sorry,
go.
You just like you said morphine, and my brain went to when Emily got her surgery in high school. Did I ever show you that video, Nate?
You may have.
They gave me 12 more thingies.
Oh.
I just had an epiphany though. ADHD is the podcast. It's already distracted in high definition with those nice cameras of yours.
Nate's a genius.
Guys,
this is why he's on here.
It was meant to be.
This is why. I never thought of that, but yeah, ADHD.
In high definition.
He's right.
All right, that's got to be a shirt now. I got to figure out how to work that into a shirt or something,
Yeah, that's great.
or a sticker,
That's
something.
merch.
It really is. But yeah, so it was created by John Pemberton. He was a soldier, so he got stabbed and he got addicted to morphine. But there was this specific wine that France had that was made from the plant, the coca plant that cocaine is derived from, and it was directly infused with that wine. So what he did is he took that and then he took cola nuts and he infused those. So Coca-Cola. That's how we got the name Coca-Cola, from the cocaine and then the cola nut.
The cocaine and coca.
Interesting.
Yep.
Wow.
That is where Coca-Cola gets its name. Because he had like medical training prior or after the war. I can't remember exactly. Fat Electrician, his video, link it below. I promise. He's much more detailed in it, but I just think it was more funny the fact he's like, okay, I'm addicted to morphine. Now, what's the best way to fight addiction? Cocaine.
Fight fire with fire.
Fight fire with incredibly.
Get unaddicted from morphine by getting horribly addicted to cocaine.
It's like
Exactly.
Don't do that.
So what ended up happening is because he ingested so much of that, he ended up actually getting aggressive stomach cancer. So then he sold it to another pharmacist who then created a non-alcoholic version of it. It was in 1886. Atlanta enacted temperance legislation. So that's when they first created the syrup, like the actual syrup that they would mix with the carbonated water instead of the alcohol. So that's how it kind of became a soft drink, and that's how they marketed that.
And the pharmacist didn't happen to be Dr. Pepper, was it?
No.
Okay.
No. I can't. I believe it was Frank Robinson, I think was the guy.
Dr. Robinson.
Anyway, but it became a thing from the place called Jacob's Pharmacy. And the way that they started getting the word out is they started handing out, like with people's prescriptions, they started being like, hey, here's a coupon for a free sample of Coca-Cola. So then people started enjoying Coca-Cola, and then they started adding in the real cane sugar to make it really sweet. And then they started marketing it, to younger people. And eventually, obviously, they took the cocaine out. There's no cocaine in it now. Don't go out and buy Coca-Cola thinking that there's cocaine in it.
Marketing to young people.
Yeah, after that came after.
They took the cocaine out after.
But the reason,
So
what
for
I
a
thought was
little
kind of
window
interesting,
there, you
though,
had, like bouncing off the walls, addict kids.
like that.
My
Wow.
kids already
Exactly.
bounce off the walls, so
All that happened. So then World War II comes around, right? So Coca-Cola, like, it's popular, but it's not like what it is now. This is when it started to become popular. So they had this genius thing. So obviously during World War II, they had like they had to tell everybody that, hey, we need to ration everything because of the war effort. And sugar was one of those main things that they had to ration. So Coca-Cola petitioned, hey, we're a necessary element. So can we keep the sugar? And they said yes.
Coca-Cola.
They did. So they were the only soft drink company that was allowed to keep real cane sugar and the same amount in their sodas. So it became even more popular.
Wow.
So yeah, so there, and another interesting, so Santa was actually created by Coca-Cola, like the image of Santa, like what we see it
Right.
now. That was the 20s.
Was the early Coke ads. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you can
Yep.
still get some of those like posters and stuff.
Because they knew
Little
that they could make
posters.
more money if they marketed it to kids as well. So they're like, okay, well, let's make, Santa. And there it is. There you go,
Cocaine
Santa.
to kids.
Okay. And by that time, it was
No.
still mostly out. But, I mean, from what I understand, I don't think all of it was completely out until, like, the 30s, I think. So now we're into more modern day. Coke is everywhere, and they're kind of...
Tasty.
They are tasty, but some of their tactics, I'm like, especially with advertising, like they're kind of they're like evil geniuses with advertising.
They are.
Really.
I am Hans, and I am Franz.
I am Franz.
And we're here to pump you up.
Up. Exactly.
Here at the Volkswagen Southtown.
Have you guys ever seen the original Karate Kid?
Yes, sir.
I haven't.
Okay,
pretty
so
good. You should
the
watch
original
on
Karate
my
Kid,
list.
you gotta watch it. Great movie for starters. It's a classic like 80s flick, right?
Mm.
But what's funny is Coke got so aggressive with their ads that there's a scene in the very beginning where he's eating breakfast and there's Minute Maid, I can't remember if it was lemonade or orange juice, but it's sitting on the table, which is owned by Coke, and he's holding a Sprite. The guy that plays the main character, he did not like what Coke was doing with like all the subliminal advertising that they were pushing towards kids, because they're like, sugar water bad. So he intentionally covered it. They had a contract with Coke, so they actually forced him to reshoot that entire scene and turn the Sprite can so they could see Sprite in the shot. They made him refilm that entire shot.
Dang.
So, yeah, there's a brief history on Coke. A grand invention to some. Others, not so much.
I don't think I've
I
ever
love Coke.
seen this man drink a soda that wasn't Coke.
That's
Oh,
not
really?
True. They didn't
Nate's a
have
Coke
it at
fiend.
Wendy's.
That's true. That's true. At
That was
Wendy's.
always Dr. Pepper.
That was the only time, though. It's when we went to Wendy's, because Wendy's doesn't have Coke.
Yeah, and I don't regret it. I like Dr. Pepper too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Coke's my go-to.
But now on to what the real meat and potatoes of this episode. The more on the crazy side inventions. Like the other one I found, the baby cage.
Nice.
baby
Mine
cage.
goes along with that.
Does it?
Wow.
So, yeah, I
You want me to
I don't
tell
know
you
how
about
I
this
feel.
one, or do you want to go?
go for it. Go
Mine
for it.
is the baby mop.
The baby mop.
The baby mop.
Wait. Is this that like onesie thing?
When your little one is exploring the world on all fours, why not have them do a little cleaning at the same time? Yeah, it's a onesie that has little mop frillies coming off of the elbows and the knees and then the chest.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, let me
Just screen grab that and throw it in the chat.
That is amazing. That is
Okay.
so amazing.
Yeah, and then Dev, you can add this in post, so I'll drop this in Discord.
I can't wait to
Yeah,
see this.
this is the baby mop.
I think I might have actually seen this, if it's what I'm thinking it is.
There it is.
Come on, Discord.
That looks like it could be like a Halloween costume too.
I know, right?
It really does. That was kind of a genius invention. It's
Yes
kind
and
of
no,
smart.
But I want you to, Devin, you're a custodian.
Yes.
Look at your mop next time you mop.
Oh, I know. It's
And
still
then
super
tell me
disgusting.
how you feel about turning your infant into a mop.
Oh, it's super disgusting, but you have to give him credit.
I guess if we really want to stay on top of it, like that's more of a dust mop, not a wet mop. So next time you sweep with your dust mop, go ahead and take a look at the bottom of that thing and tell me how disgusting that is.
I was
Yeah,
picturing
it's-
having like a bucket of
Yeah.
hot soapy
I have
water.
3
You
kids.
dunk your
I've
kid
had
in there
3
and
babies.
put them back on the ground.
I promise you, if they're crawling around with frillies on their arms,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be in their mouths, man.
Oh, it's so funny. Like the idea is there, but that is a good point. It's like, are you more baby or dust bunny? I can't tell anymore.
Good,
My
man.
poor
Look at that dust
child.
bunny. Get him like a
Ben's in
full
the chat. He
bodysuit,
liked it.
He liked it.
so that when they are rolling and stuff too. Yeah, there you go. Get a
The
real
baby
good
mop.
clean. The baby mop.
Yeah, yours is a lot safer than mine. So the baby cage, it was developed. Let's see, what did it say? It was developed. It was a really long time ago, obviously. Oh yeah, it was the early 1900s, like 1908, because they were having like a building boom, so they were starting to build like taller buildings and stuff, and cities were getting more crowded. So the idea was like, okay, well, let's make it so the babies can have fresh air in these apartment buildings. And it was literally a cage that you attach to the outside of your window, so you could have a baby just suspended 100 feet off the ground in this little rinky-dink cage.
Like a catio.
It's like those.
Yeah, catio, exactly.
Oh, it's
But-
just like bars on the window essentially, but it's a cage that you put your child in for them to get fresh air.
It literally sticks out from the window like yay far, so it's suspended out the window. So they had instances, obviously, where the cage
Failed.
came loose and down will come baby on the treetop.
Down will come baby, cradle and all.
And the cage.
That's
yeah.
worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But like, not as bad case scenario. You just look over and your baby's like dangling your keys. You know?
Oh, yeah, exactly. No,
Wow.
that's Daddy's paycheck. No.
Not my
Or birth.
4080. No.
Taylor
50-90.
Taylor goes to check on his baby, and there's this friggin' he's just covered in bird crap. It's like, oh no, Junior. Oh, don't eat it. No, Beth, here you go. Yeah, not a great invention. At least yours is a little safer.
Yeah.
Nate, what did you find? Hopefully nothing baby related.
No,
Hopefully.
I found. I went and found 4. I went straight to the U.S. Patent Office and started digging through them all to see what I could find. So yeah, I got 4 of them, all varying in terms of like wackiness, right, and outlandishness. So I think to get us started with the potty humor, as I'm sure this will turn into,
Probably.
I found a hydraulic plunger device. I'm sharing a picture in the Discord.
Hydraulic plunger device.
Essentially, you've got this wand, and it creates a little vacuum seal at the bottom of it that like seals off the like the exit point of your toilet bowl. And once it's like nice and sealed in there, it's like essentially a pressure washer to like break apart, blast out whatever's in there.
I'm actually not gonna lie, that's amazing.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound like a terrible idea at all. Why is that not a? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Let me ask you this, Dev, again,
in
because
the
we're both
patent
custodians.
office.
Have you ever had a drain that begins to stink? Not like sewage stink, but like you can tell there's bad buildup in that drain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You dump bleach down, you dump chemicals down, nothing happens. How do you fix that? Have you done this? Have you ever fixed one of those before? How'd you do it?
So, one of 3 ways. One, we had a special chemical called dynamite. Can't get it anymore because it's very dangerous.
Yes, that was one way, but
Dang.
That
It's
worked
like
because
a
it just straight up
explosive
dissolved
acid,
what was.
by the way.
Yeah, it just dissolved. You know a chemical's good when you clean it, and a little bit of like smoke starts to come out of the bowl. That's how you know it's good.
Part of the reason it's discontinued is it started eating the pipes.
Makes sense.
It's very potent. It eats everything. Not supposed to eat the pipes. It does.
It does.
2,
very slowly, but
way number 2, I've used a snake before.
yeah, snakes.
Snakes. A lot of you probably used it.
But like
snake.
if a snake or an auger, well, auger usually can get it, but
Yeah, snake or regular plunger can sometimes get it. Sometimes, not always.
yeah.
Or the third way, I've taken a bucket, filled it with water, and then that excess pressure that you pour it in forces it through. I've done that before, and that's worked as well.
Yeah, the
That's why I
way
had to
the
flush in
way
the
we
Philippines.
had to do this last one was
Yeah.
we literally took a pressure washer, took the cap of the drain off, put the pressure washer down, and the other person got down and wrapped it up in towels and pushed as hard as they could against the drain and just blasted
Boom!
pressure washer down this drain. It got it.
Heck yeah. I bet it
And
did.
so that- It's a
Wow.
great idea. I love
Say,
that.
that's a genius idea. Why don't we all have those?
Well, it was published in July 2014. So it is.
Send it to me.
We
I'm
need it.
sending
Out
it to
there.
corporate.
It's out there.
Yep, right now. Right now. That's awesome,
You got rid
though.
of our dynamite? Get us this instead.
So get us this. Oh, man. Which, by the way, PSA, and this goes for the women out there, do not flush tampons. Please.
Tampons, pads, wet wipes.
None of it.
Stop.
Toilet paper and your poo-poos and pee-pees go in there. That's it. Nothing else. Stop it. Get some help. I can do that meme again.
Stop it. Get some help.
There you go.
Oh, and also
like
for
it.
you dumb teenage boys, lacrosse balls don't belong in the toilet either.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I've seen that
It
too.
was too big to get all the way down the hole, so it just got like vacuum sucked into the pipe, and then I had to just pry it out.
That sucks.
The joys of public service.
At least the pay's decent. Here, at least.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
some custodial pay sucks. Ours is actually fairly good, so. Well,
All right,
I have
so
a
we-
feeling Nate's
epic.
going to have the actual good inventions.
I think so.
So I got
yeah.
my next one.
Because if these made it through the patenting system, then somebody.
Oh, yeah, you're on the
decided
actual
that it was worth.
patent website.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Go for it.
All right, my next one is the nose stylus.
Oh.
Yep, it's
The-
it's a stylus that when you need, have you ever had to use your phone? You only have one hand because your other one's doing something. You have to poke it with your nose, right? We've all done this. Well, it's just
Oh.
this stylus that if you know you're gonna have one hand occupied and you might need to use your phone, it straps onto your ears and sits right on your nose, and it's got a stylus tip. And then you just kind of it adds an
Huh.
extra inch or two off your nose so you can still see your screen. It's not actually a terrible idea. You would look like an idiot. So to show you how stupid it looks, I'll drop it in the image. But honestly, if you don't care about what you're gonna look like, it's not a terrible idea.
Let's see
If you're
here.
cool walking around looking kind of like a plague doctor, it looks pretty dumb.
Yeah, that
looks like something.
Yep.
Yep.
If you want a beak on your face,
I want to be a real boy. That's what that looks like to me.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, chio, 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 chio.
That's
So-
an invention.
Genuinely not a terrible
Something
idea,
for sure.
but like, okay. I can't say I'd ever get it. I don't run into that situation nearly enough.
Oh, I gotta send you guys one. Hold on.
Dev's got
I was
his
just
next
kind of
one.
I was just kind of scrolling because I was like, maybe I can find a couple silly ones since mine was kind of a long-winded historical thing.
It's all good. Mine are all short. Nate's gonna have ones that we actually like talk about, but mine are all just little dumb inventions,
Look at this.
like the flask tie.
Just
the
the side rocker.
sideways rocking chair. That's so dumb. I don't know why that one tickled me though. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
He called
That's
her
really
the
funny.
Sidewinder. Fastest
Side.
in the West.
The sad wander.
The fastest dumper in the wait.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. There we go.
Cool. So I guess it's my turn again.
Yep,
Yeah.
do it.
I
Do
was gonna
it.
say you're gonna have the good ones that we actually talk about. Me and
I
Jeff are
think
all
so,
gonna be
too.
Stupid.
Cool. All right. My next one is called the Air Throne.
The air throne.
The air throne.
Yeah. So here's a picture of it. This is for all you drummers out there. It's basically a fan that you sit on, and it whirs to life, and it keeps your undercarriage cool so that you can, stave off the sweat while you drum.
Bro, give me that. I'm not a drummer. Put that in my gaming chair right now. Next 14-hour raid stream? Yes, please.
My brain went somewhere else when you said it's essentially a fan you sit on. I'm thinking of like a wide open fan. This guy just sitting down going.
No. It looks like there's a cage on it. Just like
fastest way to spay and neuter your husband's people.
Your king.
Sorry.
Don't give him ideas.
I guess you can't spay your husband. Whatever. Anyways, sorry. Continue with your actual explanation.
I mean, that's all there is to it, from what I can tell. In the description, it says, a drum throne is provided with A drum throne is provided, which allows air to flow through it in order to keep a drummer dry and free of sweat buildup during drumming sessions. And then later on, it says coupled to an intake cover or a blower below a bottom portion of the seat base. Blower capable of pushing air up into the seat, yada yada. I don't know. Drummers probably love it.
I was going to say, I don't hate that idea.
It sounds like a bad time if you're in the band with them and they're like notoriously sweaty and they need this. You're gonna you're gonna know about it.
If I have to guess, I feel like it's probably more for self-practice, like when you're practicing by yourself.
Hopefully.
Because, I mean, generally, you practice your instrument 10 times more than you perform with your instrument.
Sure. I was thinking like you're all in the studio together.
Yeah.
Like rehearsing.
Turns on.
I doubt they're going to have that in the studio. I think that's probably more for practice sessions.
Though,
I
like,
could
if
be
you've
wrong.
got like a fan under your butt, and like that's gonna be picked up on the recording.
Yeah,
that's gonna mess
I
things up.
don't think they have those in studios or performances. I think that is just for practices, because even playing the trumpet, there were times I'd practice for 2 or 3 hours at a time.
Sure.
And I mean, by the end of that, my face was so dead I could barely talk. But a performance, I never played for more than maybe an hour at a time.
Mm.
So it's like, and then drummers, you can play drums way longer than you could play an instrument with your face. So I imagine it's probably more for practice sessions.
What if you had a real nasty like egg fart, or you dropped a Duke while using that?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What if you were
stinky?
Really... That's gonna.
This is best used with the kilt.
Well, best used with the kilt.
No, because then you're removing one more filter.
Kilt without boxers.
It's like, what happened? The band's broken up. Why? Ask Ron. He's over there with his kilt. Oh, that's just nasty. Okay, that one, like, again, kind of like the baby mom. Like, I can see it in practice almost, but there's a lot of downsides.
Gaming chair. Make it for gaming chairs. I'm sold.
Especially for those sweaty nerds.
I want to smell a gamer even less than I want to smell a drummer.
Yeah, but most of the time you're in there by yourself anyways.
Oh, I thought of the worst one.
I don't want to smell it.
Oh, what if that was the only type of chair they had at like a Magic the Gathering tournament?
What?
Oh,
that's what I don't.
See, that's the thing, Nate. Is if I have this, I'm not going to be sweating as much, so you're not going to smell me as much. It won't smell as bad.
But if you rip one,
that's true.
It's gonna fill.
That's
the whole
why
house.
you have the exhaust fan that pulls it out the window.
everyone's chairs just have this long tube that's like 80 feet long. It's like, hey guys, what's that big tube? Go outside and smell it. Don't worry about it.
No, I mean
blowing,
there's a
like,
fan
hot air
on your
out.
window that pulls the air out of the room out. So if you fart, it'll just get sucked out.
Bird flies by and immediately just drops out of the sky.
Jeez, how rank are your farts, man?
Depends. If I had McDonald's.
What about Taco Bell?
Believe it or not, McDonald's gives me the worst diarrheas till Easter's, way more than Taco Bell ever has.
All right.
Sorry. Not that you
Fair
needed
enough.
to know that. Which, that's another bad thing. What if you had diarrhea with that thing going?
I'm going to say right now, if I have diarrhea, I'm not
Spray it
even
around the room.
farting unless I'm on the toilet.
A drummer that just has diarrhea the whole time.
He's like, you hear like extra hits on the drums, and you're like, oh, what kind of technique's he using?
How do they get that weird sloshy sound in the drums? Don't worry about it. Especially the bass.
Everyone's gone. They left. It's over.
They're gone.
That's the super bass effect.
Guys, no.
Oh, okay.
What are you guys doing when you have diarrhea? Are you just like ripping it all the time, or?
It's not our fault, man. There's only so
When
much
I have
control
that
we've got.
diarrhea, I'm just glued to the toilet. Give me my Steam Deck. Give me my Nintendo Switch. I'm in the bathroom all day.
Hey, you know what? When you gotta go, you gotta go. And
If
sometimes...
I have diarrhea and I feel a fart coming on, I'm clenching until I get to the toilet just in case.
Oh, dude. Speaking of, okay, I promise this story is not graphic, but I had a
Here we
friend
go.
and his brother. So my friend and his brother were coming home from, I don't know what they were doing, but they were coming home and their mom was out front watering their garden, and he made it to the finish line. They pulled the car into the driveway, and the moment he stepped out, oh no, he let it rip and he crapped his pants, okay? And it was bad. So what does his mother do? Strips him down to his underwear and sprays him with the hose in the front yard. Doesn't take him inside, nothing. Just in his little skivvies, spraying him down with the hose in front of everybody. God and the neighbors. So there's that. You're welcome.
Because he's not coming inside the house, of course.
No, I mean, I get it, but oh, how embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Oh, man.
Anyway, sorry, I had to. I had to.
Reminds me of that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, that's in a surprising turn of events. It's the drum stool that got all the potty talk, and not the pressure washer.
Toilet.
Yeah.
Ironically, the one thing actually meant for the toilet.
Right. Yeah.
Only on this show.
Oh boy.
Oh, you got a little thumbs up bubble. Nice.
I did. Bloop. You pop it. You pop my bubble.
Neat.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Taylor, do you have another one?
Yes. This one will haunt your dreams and nightmares.
Uh-oh.
The group shaving machine.
Shaving what?
You name it.
No.
Okay, faces and legs, because this one came out, I think, in 19...
Nothing
40s?
like... nothing like trimming... nothing like outside trimming
Stop.
the hedges with my boys. This episode has gone horrible.
It's so bad.
I'm so sorry.
In the early 19th
Especially
century...
the nose stylist. Like, that... I
can't get over the nose stylist
It's
either.
like, I just couldn't even comment.
I wouldn't.
The early 19th century, as walrus mustaches and beards declined in popularity, it became more socially acceptable for men to be clean shaven. So, barbershops were
Not just
being
fashionable, but
overflown
socially acceptable.
by people trying to get shaves. Like, literally, the barbershops could not keep up with it. The solution was this group shaving machine, which could seat several men in a row, where the first part of the device applied foam to all the faces, then a large blade would use to trim their facial hair. The device could, in theory, shave 12 men at once. And let me give you an image. Let me give you a good image here.
I was good until you're like the blades. All I'm thinking of, like, do you guys remember the original, like, Casper the Friendly Ghost movie? That freaking machine that her father builds, and it like shing 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 shing. She's like coming towards it.
No.
You know what I mean?
Oh, don't worry, Devin. It's even better than that. Here you go.
It's better.
Oh,
I automatically say, oh no, no.
yeah. Literally, the single blade razors just flipping on the bar, shaving 12 men at once.
I'm trying to find.
No, absolutely not. Not just no, but hell no.
Yeah.
There's
There
a
you go.
scene in The Hobbit. I don't remember which one, but like the Elf King, he rides in on his stag, and it picks up like 6 orcs. Yeah, I found it. Okay, and he just like chops all their heads off all at once.
Yeah. The stag
Oh,
found the gift.
That's in the extended one, though, isn't it? Yeah,
Anyway,
that's pretty much what that
that's all
machine
I
would
can
do
think
if they
about
used
looking
it
at this
wrong.
machine is like.
It was actually the barbers wanted all the women to themselves. So
that's what
this
I was
machine actually
just
was.
about to say. One barber's like, "Yeah, Miss Joanne sure goes on a lot of dates. I want to go on a date. Come on in and come try my machine."
I
Takes
can
rid of.
shave all your faces at the same time. It'll take 2 seconds. Yes,
Took a little
when
extra
I
off
said
the
shave
top.
their faces, I mean shave their faces and heads clean off.
It's a very close shave. No, it's
Too
the
close, some might
AC/DC dirty deeds done dirt cheap, but like the other way around where the girl's trying to lose the guy.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's amazing. I hate it, but I love it at the same time.
Whoa, what?
Mixed with
I'm
the
sorry.
little
One
Sweeney
just
Todd.
popped up on this list that has me confused. It's called the bra dryer, but that's not what confuses me. The confusion is the image. This is the image linked to the bra dryer.
The bra dryer.
I'm sorry, I saw this and I couldn't not say it share.
What the? What?
Someone came up with a better way to dry bras.
It looks like moon shoes.
Yeah, but it's
Right?
on her
I'm like,
head.
does it?
How does that dry the
It
bra?
probably just like jets straight down, I guess, from your head, and you step like a bellows. That's so weird.
I don't.
Step dryer. First thing in the morning, I want to skip the hassle of drying your hair. This is for hair. This is the step dryer. Why is that on the same one as the bra dryer?
Okay, yeah, a hair dryer would make way more sense.
Yeah, this image is for the hair dryer,
Okay,
but it's under bra dryer.
that's weird.
That's why I'm so confused. It's
Somebody
a step
else got
dryer.
confused
If you're in
too,
a
I guess.
hurry and can't dry your hair, slap this bad boy on and walk. Because
Hustle
if you're
to
in
the
a hurry,
office,
walking to dry your hair will be so much faster than just using a blow dryer and driving.
right? Or just roll the window down.
Right? I've done that.
I just had one pop up for you. Oh my gosh.
Sorry to cut off the conversation, but like I saw that and I couldn't not.
I gotta send you guys this one. Do you want to get cancer 12 times faster? Look no
Oh
further than the
my-
chain smoker.
I saw a guy once with like a whole just
Oh
like
my gosh.
ton of them. Like his mouth was open like, as wide.
Yeah,
as
and he had like
fuck.
I've seen that
Yeah.
picture.
No, like I've seen a guy doing that.
I think
Like,
you
it was
would just
nuts.
die immediately.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you know what? I feel
You
like
guys
lung
see the
cancer
video?
right away.
When the guy tries to drink the glass of milk with a toilet paper tube.
Oh,
No.
yes. Is there a kitty?
Yeah,
Huh?
she's been on my lap napping.
Oh.
and she
Oh,
just-
all of a sudden I saw like a kitty
I
butt
was like,
or
no,
something.
did my cat get
Yeah,
in here?
she is. Oh,
I'm
she's
fine with
gone.
my cat
Okay.
being in here, except for he's an orange cat and he likes to. He's also only a year old, so
I
he's
would
still
bring
insane.
Yeah.
I'd bring my pupper in, but she's had the zoomies really bad today. And I mean really bad.
Yeah.
She's been very, very excited today.
Very, very excited.
Although this morning she got a little too excited. She came hauling butt down the hallway as fast as she could, and she, like, for some reason, I don't know why, she turned and she nailed her forehead right into like the door frame. She thunk.
Hmm.
And she just sat there like,
Oh no.
Oh,
I was like, what's the matter, girl?
baby.
So I came, I gave her a little scratch, and she's like,
Oh no.
and then she started like freaking out again, like immediately, like, oh, okay, well, I don't feel
She's
so
fine.
bad now.
Yeah.
Crazy dog.
That's funny.
She makes me giggle. Incredible.
She's a cute dog.
I don't know. Maybe I can get her to come in. I don't know. If I can get her to hold still. Un momento.
Cool.
We'll do some clickbait. We'll get animals. Nate, get your cat.
Oh, do I need to go fetch my kitty? I don't want to fetch my kitty. We'll make
Yeah.
Dev be the only one that gets up.
Perfect.
How about the flask tie?
The flask tie sounds genius.
Yeah,
Especially
it's
if it has a
exactly
little
what you'd
straw.
imagine. It's just a tie with a little hidden straw.
I love
All
it.
right, I'll keep her with me
Yeah.
for a minute.
Here.
Hello.
Okay, stay there. Stay there, little
We
booger.
just moved on while you were out there. There's the
right.
flask tie.
There, we have dog.
Hello, dog.
Oof.
We have Luna. We have
Hi,
Luna,
Luna.
dog. Oh,
Hi, Luna, dog.
hi. Oh,
How old
Hi.
is she now?
3.5 months.
Oh, she's so cute.
Wow.
Huh.
She's so pretty. Why is
But
she
you
so
have-
calm though?
I don't know. She has not been calm all day, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, people are here."
Camera shot.
Hi. Hi, Luna.
Hello.
Oh, do you want down
Not that
again?
you
Okay.
can hear me.
I'm sorry. Here, I'll put you down. Okay, I'll put you down. All right, fine. Be free. Anyway, there's my clickbait for you. There you go.
It's a good one. We did another while you stepped out of the room. So
Yep. Enjoy.
the flask tie even has a built-in straw.
So you can sip.
I hate how smart that is and how
I
stupid that is
know.
at the same time.
But it's like people would. It's not like they wouldn't notice your tie would be a balloon.
Yeah, good point.
When you walk, you slosh. You all right there, Daryl?
It would be much smarter if it
Great.
was like a pouch or something that you put on your back or into your pocket or something, and then the straw came down through the tie.
I say you just be a man and you get that freaking Smitty Werman Hegerman Jensen from SpongeBob freaking soda hat. Just
He's number one.
he was number one. Yeah, you just be a man
I just
and
want
show
my
it
hat
off.
back, dude.
I love it.
Hey, you guys want to hear something incredibly sad about SpongeBob?
Okay.
No,
Do
kind
you know
of.
what the average lifespan for a sea sponge is?
Oh, I don't.
Let's take a guess.
Is it soon?
Soon.
Give me your guesses.
12 years.
25 years.
127 years.
Oh.
Do you know what the average lifespan for a starfish is?
Oh no.
Either
4?
much less or much longer.
Please say it's 24.
12 to 14 years.
Oh no. Patrick, my boy. Sponge boy me Bob, your friend has passed on.
So, there you go.
Oh no, this is Patrick.
He's gonna have to find
That's
a new
it.
Patrick every several years.
So, Patrick is just, when he died, I think SpongeBob turned him into Robo Patrick. And that's why he's still around. SpongeBob is a
Planked.
psychopath. You're welcome, kids.
Oh, I have a theory on SpongeBob that would wreck your whole world.
Yeah?
About the Krabby Patty.
It's crab, the secret ingredient.
No, I found something that's much worse. A much worse theory. So, Mr. Krabs, children, if you're listening, go away. Mr. Krabs, he has a daughter named Pearl,
Right.
who is a whale. Makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone came up with a theory. What if Mr. Krabs discovered Pearl's mother dead, a huge giant dead whale, and because fish and crabs are bottom feeders, so the secret ingredient to the Krabby Patty is whale meat, and he's raising Pearl so when she gets big and older, he can and keep selling the Krabby Patty.
1 second, I must tell a 6-year-old to stop knocking on the door.
It's because we were talking about
The
SpongeBob.
6-year-old
I told the
really
children
wanted
to leave.
The theory, yeah.
You heard it, Nate. I told them to
You
leave.
did.
And they did not. So if you're scarred, you're welcome. Yeah, that was a messed up theory I heard the other day, and I was like, who? Why? How?
Dang.
Why?
Heartless.
I still think the crab theory makes more sense because
Money.
it's the Krabby Patty. First off, the name. Second off, the Krusty Krab is a crab trap.
It's true.
True. Yeah.
It's true. I think that's the more likely theory too. I heard that the other day and I was like, I gotta tell someone about this, but when is it gonna come up in conversation? This show.
There you
This
go.
show.
Even if it doesn't come up in conversation, you could just turn it into conversation, especially on this show.
Ram it down your throats. Here you go.
Like floof.
Your floof?
One spot on my hair likes to floof when I tie it back. My little.
I don't have any floof left because I shaved my head down.
Take your hat off.
You guys will get to see it, but the audience, sorry.
Bald! Bald! Bald!
Bald! And you guys didn't get to see it. All you naughty little children who didn't leave the room when I told you to.
Womp womp.
But we saw it.
Oh,
We'll
There we
always
go.
remember.
Now you just need to shave your face. Don't worry,
This is
I'll
all I
have
got.
Emily do it in your sleep.
it's all I got.
You can grow
Next
it back.
invention.
I think you should go visit the 12-man beard shaver.
Now I know Taylor is trying to
You
kill
want
me.
our friend to die?
You got a friend in me.
I'm the only one in a 12-man shaver machine. This seems kind of
You
weird. Why
got
am I here if it's a 12-man? Don't worry about
a
it.
friend in me.
I thought he kicked you first. That was my. Yeah.
No, I'm the only one with that power. See?
Okay, bye. Why'd you bring me back?
All right, let's summon him. Oh, that was easy.
Oh, there he is.
Don't worry.
You
guys.
rang?
You rang.
I came back. I
Oh,
felt
man.
a disturbance.
How long has this recording been going for?
Long enough.
Mine's not saying.
56.
Oh, yeah, I restarted. So for me, it's only 30 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, you actually left. You didn't just hide?
mine
Yeah,
says
I accidentally
56.
just left.
He's about to tick over to 57. Okay. So
Okay,
I've got another one then.
let's say give us one more. And we'll end on an actual
One more.
good invention here.
All right.
One more good one.
Actual good invention. But this one's funny because of the picture. This one's called Bird Feeder Device with a figurine inside a transparent globe. And
A
here
bird
it is,
feeder device with a what now?
with a figurine inside a transparent globe.
The squirrel.
The squirrel. He's like, what's going on?
Why would they add that?
To scare the squirrel?
Scare the
or-
squirrels from eating the bird seed?
So the abstract reads, a bird feeder device comprises a food container for storing a seed or other food, a removable cover, a feeding platform for securely mounting the food container, a transparent globe, a figurine in the shape of a squirrel or the like ground animal. The transparent globe has a diameter sufficiently large in order to prevent a squirrel or like ground animal from gaining access to the seed or other food on the feeding platform. And the transparent globe projects an appearance to an observer that the bird feeder device is floating in the air. The figurine projects an appearance to an observer that a squirrel or ground-like animal is trapped inside the transparent globe. The feeding platform may comprise of a plurality of concentric perching rings so that a small bird, a medium bird, and a large bird can perch simultaneously on the concentric perching rings comfortably. This invention relates to bird feeders, and the principal use of the invention is for dispensing a seed or others' food to birds. So basically just you probably didn't have to read the whole thing there, but like, yeah, just trick squirrels into thinking that they can't reach it, and then having it like a little too wide for them to shimmy up it in case they try
Anyways.
anyway.
So it's a scare squirrel.
Dang it, Jerry! I told you if you kept going for the human bait, they'd get you.
Yeah, it's a
Jerry.
scare tactic to keep the squirrels away.
Jerry! How'd you get in there? How'd you get in there?
Come back!
Speak to me!
Back to me!
Speak to me!
No! Jerry!
Yeah, it's that picture. Though,
Squirrel
I was
prison.
like, this one. This is a winner.
Squirrel
That is a-
prison. I love it.
Squirrel person.
The squirrel prison. I enjoy it very much
Well.
so.
That was interesting.
Yeah, got a little history, so I guess we learned something, and then we also learned what not to do. What some of these I at least Nate's were kind of semi like super helpful, like especially the first one. The first one needs to be a thing.
Well,
It just
as of
does. No,
they're
2014,
patented, sir.
it was. Yeah, these are real patents that you can look
I mean,
up
for
free.
us. They need to be things
Yeah,
for
we need
us.
to get
We need
that.
to find them.
We need to talk to some folks.
Be like, why don't we have this? Because this seems like a great idea. So, this has been some interesting inventions. We talked about Coca-Cola. We talked about some crazy inventions we found online. Let us know in the comments if you guys have any that you found that we either just didn't mention or that you think are just funny. Join us in the Discord. You can leave them there too. Make sure you check out the gaming channel, Distracted Crew. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Taylor. And thank you guys for watching. As always, we love you. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody!